Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Diggin For Gold. And thanks for showing up. Really glad to see you all here. Just regularize the time. Regularized. What does that mean, Sue? Any rate, Cynthia, Rick, Sue, Patricia, glad to see you here. I was sort of dragging my feet a little bit here, waiting for Laura. I know she's on her way. She just got off of a live typo. Yeah. Usually I can interpret typos though. Realized. That's what you meant. You're saying you realized the time. Okay. Uh, I'm gonna hang out. I'm gonna hang out for just a little bit if you folks don't mind. Meanwhile, if you have any specific areas that you'd like to talk about or cover tonight, can you put them in the chat for me? Um, and the reason I want to hang out for a minute is because Laura, I know she's on her way, and once I go to screen share, then I can't see anything else that's going on. So I won't know when she gets here, and I can't see the chat. So one of the things that Laura does for me and me for her is when we're screen sharing is make sure that you can still see and hear what's going on. How's the sound quality, by the way? Would somebody let me know in the chat? Got it. Okay, got it. Another typo. So does anybody in the chat world have anything specific you would like to talk about tonight? And Laura messaged me. Okay, she's having trouble with her connection. She had to get the guy from the basement. This could turn into an interesting story. The guy from the basement. Oops, did somebody fall off? Nope, everybody's here. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's go ahead and jump in and get started. And when Laura comes on, I will know she's on because I'll be able to hear her. And so I'm going to go on out to Facebook. And I am at my homepage. Now, I'm going to start this week by talking about, oh, wait a minute. There you are. Good evening.
Hey, hello.
Hey, there you are. Good
Here
evening.
I am. Thank you.
Okay. I was just about to go to screen share. Do you have anything you want to talk about specifically tonight? How have you been doing?
Been doing good. Yeah, I was just doing my live video and
right.
I have some questions about that if anybody knows, but other than that, no, just looking forward to your training.
All right. Let me jump in and go to screen share. So here we go. We're sharing the screen, share, and presenting to everyone. And Facebook. We are at my homepage on Facebook. And what I want to do tonight is I'm basically gonna pick up in the middle of where we were last week. But what I want to do is go to the Facebook searches. And for those of you now, I don't see Marta out there. Marta was just asking us. Said she couldn't remember what the searches were. So what we're going to do is...
I just got a message from her, Len. She said she couldn't get in, so I'll work with her.
People who like organic... I'm going to start with this search. People who like organic food. I don't know why she can't get in. Does she have... do you know anything about, is she working from a computer or?
Yeah, that's what I'm asking her. Are you logging in from your phone or your computer?
Okay. So this is a search that we've done a couple times. And the reason I brought it up is I want to give you sort of a couple of feelings for how these things go. What really happens in the the real world. So here's Amy Fuller. I'm going to right click. Once again, we right click, open tab, open a new tab, and here's Amy. We messaged Amy, and I've been saving 2 or 3 of these people. I haven't been following up with them. I've been saving them just for here in this training. So Amy, somebody we contacted a couple of weeks ago, maybe 2, 3 weeks ago. I'm not sure. 4 weeks ago. Looks like it's early September. And I started a conversation with her because one of our mutual friends was Bob Miller. So I just simply asked her how she knew Bob. And then she came back with an answer to me. And she said he was a friend on Facebook. She didn't ever really meet him in person. Did he pass? And I answered, of course he did. And she said, I'm sorry to hear that. So there's where we are in the conversation. Now, what I'm going to do with Amy is I'm going to transition from that, and I'm going to sort of lean on Bob a little bit here. I'm going to say, first off, I'm going to apologize for taking a long time to get back to her. Sorry it has been so long, but I wanted to chat with you a little about something Bob was very interested in. Go ahead and catch my spellings.
About.
Yeah, I got it. Are you aware of all the toxins in our environment? Okay, so I'm just gonna. Okay, so I'm just gonna ask her a simple question, and I'm gonna just send it back to her and see what we get as a response. So, are you aware of all the toxins in our environment? And it doesn't really matter what she comes back with as an answer, unless the answer is screw off, leave me alone, I don't ever want to talk to you again, which I don't expect, of course. Doesn't matter what she says. And so the next step is going to be to ask her if she'd be interested in taking a look at the videos that'll give her some more information. So get the videos into her. Okay? Now, again, organic food and live in San Diego. Evo. Evo, we found last week. Open link in new tab. Evo. And get rid of Amy and look for Evo. So what happened with Evo, if you recall last week, we saw her last week and we just sent her a message, said I stumbled across her looking around for people in the San Diego area. Oh, I remember, for those of you who were on last week, she had so much going on that I didn't send a message during the talk last week. I said I wanted to message her later. I followed her. So then I sent her a message. I just said, look, I stumbled across you looking around for people in San Diego who are into organics and healthy lifestyle. We also have several mutual friends. Love to connect with you. And I just asked her, are you still into Occupy World and Greenpeace? Because if you look at her information over there, that's a couple of things she says. So she answered me, she's still into them. And I said, okay, awesome. And then here's it. I've become aware recently of a major problem with toxins soaking our environment. It's scary. Would it be okay if I sent you a short video for you to watch that explains it? And she answered, I'm pretty aware of it, but you can send the video anywhere. So there I got permission to send the video. Great. I sent her the video. So there's the videos. Now, what I did with her at this moment in time, because I'm doing the Asante corporate webinar tonight, I took a little bit of a risk, and that is I haven't heard back from her whether she got a chance to watch the videos. So I sent her a link, and I don't know, I'm on a fence post about whether this is an unsolicited link or not, because I'm already communicating with her and I had permission to send her the videos. So at any rate, I sent her an invitation to attend tonight's webinar. And let's just see where that goes. So I have no idea if she's going to attend or not, but that's where we are with Evo. And Let me close even on. One other person here, Jimmy Kendrick. I'll just tell you that we sent him a message last week and he hasn't replied back at all. So probably send him another message. One other person I wanted to share with you, just to give you an idea. I'm going to share Kevin. I don't exactly remember where we found Kevin Melvin. But the interesting thing about Kevin is we sent him a message a long time ago. And I get, a month later, I get a response back that says, just seen this message. So the reason I put this up there, first off, I didn't do a very good job of following up with him. Okay, I'll admit that one, no problem there at all. I was waiting to hear if anything happened. But the other thing is to realize this, once again, just because somebody doesn't answer you back, just because they don't return a phone call, just because, doesn't mean they don't care. It doesn't mean they're not interested. It doesn't mean you did anything wrong. Don't take it personal. Like Mary Ellen Duchesne says all the time, it ain't no till they say no. And she'll go after someone. Her number is up to 7 times. She'll go after someone before she gives up on them. And I'm not so sure she ever really gives up. She's, again, if they haven't said no firmly and completely, then it isn't no at all. And I give you an example of that. Let's go back to these searches again. Let me give you a slightly different search. It may seem like the same one, but it's not. People who are into healthy living. So we had organic food before, and live in San Diego. So here we are.
Is everybody's screen stuck on Ava? Because mine's not. Rick, you might want to refresh. Anybody who has a screen that's stuck, you just might want to refresh. And
Okay. Is everybody okay?
Well, Rick is the only one that said that Marta's is not stuck.
Oh, Marta's on?
Yeah, Marta just got on. She's in.
Okay.
And Sue said, she said no. It's not stuck for her. So yeah, Rick, why don't you try refreshing? The arrow just to the left of the status, the big white bar on top. And forgive me, I don't know how savvy you are. You might just be fine, but it's working now. Okay, awesome. Okay, I think we're good.
So Marta is still on?
Let me check. Yes.
Okay. So Marta, can you type? Where does Marta live?
Michigan.
Okay. What city?
Commerce Township.
Commerce Township. All right. So Marta, this is a direct answer to your question, and it's to one of your questions you asked, and look, this is for everybody. People who are into healthy living, people who are into organic food, and there's some other searches that I have, but let's just take this. So, Commerce Township.
Yes, COMMERCE, and then Township. TWP, or spell it out.
Let's see what happens. People who are into healthy living and live in Commerce Township, Michigan. No people there. We couldn't find any people. Is Commerce Township the name?
That is
Is
the
that,
township. It's not the city.
so what's the name of the city?
It's not a city. It's a township. You could try Commerce. I don't know that that would. Let me look it up.
So Commerce,
Commerce TWP is how we see a lot of it on Facebook. So I don't know if that would make a difference or not.
I don't know either.
Or you can just put Commerce, because I'm seeing Commerce Township, and Commerce TWP.
And there's no people into healthy living back there in Michigan.
Yes, there are. I'm in Michigan.
Right.
Yeah, it's weird that it doesn't pop up.
Let's try organic. See, sometimes organic.
You can also try Walled Lake, WALLED, Lake, Michigan. That's pretty close to her.
Okay. Interesting. Wild Lake, huh?
Yep. Yeah, they have some lakes out there.
Oh, come on. Stop it.
I almost wonder if something's going on with Facebook today, if they're doing another update or something. Hey, Rick, Bill, have you guys had any problems? Like in the last couple of days for me, things have been acting really funny, like slow. They just can't get in, or it's really super slow, which is really odd for me because I have a pretty fast system.
Michigan's MI, right?
Correct. Walled, W-A, Wall, W-A-L-L, and then E-D. Not Wild Lake, Walled Lake.
Oh, what are you saying?
Like a wall, W-A-L-L, and then just add the E-D on it. So like the wall of a house.
Oh, walled.
Wall, yeah, walled, W-A-L-L-E-D. Yeah,
Lake?
Rick, L-A-K-E, yep.
People who like organic food and live in Walled Lake, Michigan.
Yep.
Well, she's just going to have to move to a different place. That's all there is to it. That's. We're not coming up with anybody. People who like organic food, people who like healthy living. I mean, this is crazy, but is that a pretty small area?
No, it's actually pretty built up. It used to be sort of a small area. Okay, so Marta, yes. So when you're looking at Facebook, sometimes when you're looking for a person and you put their name in, there's a little white bar to the right of the F on the top. And what Len is doing is he's just teaching a different strategy of putting in like some type of a phrase. And then it's when you put the phrase in there, he's pulling up different posts that people post if they have a certain phrase in it.
Right.
Because she asked, how did you get to that screen?
So, I mean, it is Walled Lake, Michigan, but we're not finding. And here's the problem. It's just what it's really telling us is that, for reasons that we can't explain right now, there aren't very many people in that region that have listed healthy living or organic food as something that they like. So we're going to have to keep searching around and seeing what else we can come up with. But what we did come up with is a bunch of public posts. So here's Candace, and we could go check out Candace and see what she's into. She lives in Walled Lake, Michigan, and so if we right-click on her, open a link in a new tab. So Walled Lake, Michigan has given us some fits here, but we can work on it a little bit. So Candace lives in Walled Lake, Michigan. And she doesn't look like she's very active on Facebook, however. The last post was July 15th, and that might even been last year, I'm not sure. And she's got posts from 2016, so she doesn't look like a really good candidate. Annette, don't know. Open link in new tab. Let's see about Annette. Now, Annette we can follow. Okay, so here's something went wrong with displaying the web page. That's interesting.
Yep, that's what's been happening to me. Snap.
I wonder if, yeah, but that's okay. So here's Annette. She works at 31 Gifts. She used to be at Office Depot. She's shift supervisor. Well, she's got a lot of jobs. Former inpatient hospital pharmacist. She's worked in pharmacies. So now I don't know, Marta, if you've been able to follow what we're doing, but here's somebody that you might, I don't want to send her a message. I don't want to follow her. Here's somebody that you might want to reach out to and just see, you know, say, hey, I live in your neck of the woods, and let's see, what could we say about her? It looks like she's got a couple of kids. So Marta, you could follow her. I'm not going to follow her because I want you to follow her. You could follow her, and you could send her a message and just see where it goes. She's from Troy, Michigan. She's followed by 31 people. So there's a candidate. Then we have, this is a church, and we have a dentist. Stephen, no, open link in new tab. We're probably going to get an ad for his dental office. But what I'm really surprised about is we can't find any people. So I will mess around with that search, because the search that I'm using, and I'm going to close down some of this now. Okay. I don't want to close the Hangouts. Am I still with you, Laura?
Yep. Yeah, right now we're on
Okay.
We're on the search page.
Right. Okay. The search that I'm using, and people who like healthy living and live in. Now, what's the name of your city, Laura?
Well, it's Clawson. CLAWSON.
Clawson, Michigan. See if there's any healthy people in Clawson. Once again, we got public posts. Not coming up with people. That's pretty intriguing.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go back to my San Diego. So there we're coming up with people. Might be the size of the region. I mean, if I type in Los Angeles.
Oh, you could say Detroit.
Probably could.
That's the biggest. We're only 20 minutes north.
Detroit, Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
So there came up with people. Let's see how many more people there are. So there's not very many people in Detroit that have listed healthy living as a lifestyle. But
Rick said Michigan is just unhealthy.
Yeah, I mean it's intriguing because like if I go back to the search, if I go, you know, did I put in Los Angeles a minute ago?
Yes.
If I go back to the search and stick in Los Angeles, maybe it's Californians, and we can expand that list, or we just have to find a little twist on it. I was just thinking of what if we stuck in something like, just for giggles, oh, stop it. New York. The healthy people in New York. Maybe it's East Coasters, public posts. Oh, there's people, lots of people for New York. So it may be just a matter of expanding the region and trying to get into a different region. I wonder if we just hit up Michigan. We didn't put a city in. Just stuck the state in. We got Chuck Dodge. Now we got people. So I guess the answer is we got to expand the search region. So it's pretty interesting. So the search is working. It's just that region around your area, around Marta's area, doesn't have a lot of people in it who have listed healthy living or organic living. And we could play with those search terms too. But that's what's going on. Okay. So, Marta, does that give you some ideas? I'm going to come off of the screen share for just a moment here. Stop the share.
She said yes. It's been giving her some ideas.
Okay. All right. So, hi, Bill. Good evening, Bill. Okay. You know, sometimes when I go out to screen share and then come back, the camera quits. So the camera just quit. I'm not going to screw with the camera right now. So the question then, Marta, is, do you think that we've given you something that you can go try a little bit of and see if you can get some results? Rick, change healthy living to what? Just organic living? Yeah. Those are some of the things we just have to play with. So you saw when we expanded the region and got Michigan, we were able to find people. When we tried, just the tiny little or the smaller area, we just weren't coming up with anybody. So we just have to expand the search in those areas. Now, I'm going to, give me just a second here. Bear with me for a second. I'm going to, I want to find something here that I'm going to put in the chat. Now, I just put a link in the chat. Now, if this link does what I think it's going to do, takes me to where it's going to go to. It takes me to a page. So let me just share this page. I'm going to go back to screen share again. Sharing, share, present to everyone. And I'm going to click this link. Here is a giant list of Facebook graph search queries. And we're not looking for medical services. Well, maybe we are. I mean, think about that for a minute. Looking for dentists, or looking for chiropractors, et cetera. So anyhow, this is a long page, restaurants, food, tacos, ethnic restaurants, stalking people, finding people by pages, finding people by who or what they like, finding people you don't know, but you might want to know, finding your friends, finding new groups, find people by where they work, discover what people like, find pages. So there's a complete list. I don't know that it's complete. I don't even know that it's really accurate. I haven't tested all of those queries, but I found that, okay, I found that in looking around on the internet for how to do this, how to do this stuff, and how to find queries that actually work. Okay, so the other thing that I want to do, and I'm going to drop off in just a few minutes. Laura, did you have? I got to drop off and get ready. Actually, get ready for the 6 o'clock Asante webinar. And Laura, are you gonna keep going? What did you want to cover?
Well, if anybody wants me to cover, just additional ideas, or maybe try a couple of the giant lists that you just shared, we could do that.
Okay.
But are we going to be able to do that with you leaving? I'm not sure how that works.
That's an interesting question, and I don't know the answer. So let me stay another few minutes here. The other thing that I wanted to do tonight, and we didn't have much time to do it last week. We haven't had much time in the past. Let's just look at a couple or three more friend requests. So, handling friend requests. Once again, now requests that are clearly not. I don't think this one's very hard to tell that this is. She's cute, but the first thing we do is we go out. We don't accept friend requests. We go out and we look at the request, and I don't think I need to say anything more about this one. So I'm just going to delete it. It should be gone. Okay, Randy, this one came in today. Vitaly Dubinin is a mutual friend. So let's go out and look at Randy. What do we want to do with Randy? Oh, at R&B Construction, lives in Los Angeles. He's widowed. He's from Connecticut. He updated his cover on January 6th. He's not active on Facebook. If I were to do anything with him at all, I would just shoot him a message back, because it says he's a friend of Vitaly Dubinin, but I don't see that here.
That's weird.
Oh, there it says one mutual friend. Okay. Hey, Rand, I'm going to send them. You know what? Hey, Randy. Thanks for the friend request. How do you know me, and what can I do for you? So let me just engage him in some conversation. Okay, I see you are widowed. I will do this. I will go this far. So am I. So we have that in common. What else? I'm just not going to accept the friend request. I don't know who this. Really don't know anything about this guy. What he wants. What he's looking for. So we'll just do that with him. Does that make sense?
Makes sense.
Here, I think we could probably get rid of this one pretty quickly. Precious is seen. Cute. Works at Urban's Models. Lives in France. I mean, what am I going to do with her? You think we'll just delete it? Wrong one. Okay. Randy, we just did Rhonda. 16 mutual friends. Is she in Asante? Anybody recognize the name?
I don't recognize her name. Looks like MLSP.
Looks like I clicked on the wrong button. Rhonda. Open a new link, a new tab. Passionate about my faith, my family, and my business. Works at online marketing coach. Lives in Pennsylvania. Do we have any mutual friends? If I send her a message, you know what I'm going to do with her? I'm just going to pull up my pre-written messages, and I'm going to just shoot her one of those. Hang on. So one of my pre-written messages is, hey, thanks for the friend request. This one. Thanks for the friend requests. I appreciate it as a way to connect further. I'm going to give you an opportunity to get on my email list because I don't know who you are or why you're sending me a friend request. So basically, that's what I'm going to do. I mean, she looks like she's legitimate. She looks like she's in the network marketing. She and she's a works at online marketing coach. So and and we got a bunch of mutual friends here. April Ro Finley, Tom DeMeo. Okay, so I'm just going to send that back to her and see if she maybe wants to engage with me a little bit before we go ahead and decide she's going to be a friend of mine, a Facebook friend. So that's pretty much all. I'm not going to do any more of those, and the reason is I have to get off. For those of you who don't know, I thought I got rid of you. For those of you who don't know, and I think everybody knows by now, I am doing the corporate webinar again tonight.
Oh, Rick says Rhonda is a friend of his. Gagan Water.
Okay, cool. Okay. All right. So I just sent her a message, right?
Okay. And she said that's what she does for friend requests. She messages them before she accepts.
Yeah,
unless she knows that she's already met them.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so my camera's screwing up. It's all right. That's one of the reasons I got to get off early. Got to get it working again for a few moments to start the Asante corporate webinar at 6. So that's going to be all for this week, and it'll be interesting, Laura. If I drop off, it will be interesting to see what happens. But then I have to stop the broadcast to start the next one. So I think we just have to shut it down.
Yeah.
It's not gonna. It's gonna screw everything up to try to keep it going.
I agree.
So it's likely to. So thank you everybody for coming. Cynthia, Rick, Bill, Sue. I hope you got some value out of tonight, and we'll see you next week. If you have a chance or the inclination to jump on the Asante corporate webinar. That's the one that's gogreengetpaid.com/live. So gogreengetpaid.com/live. And they started off with www. So that's if I've got it right.
Yep. Marta and Sue say thank you. Everybody says thank you. We appreciate you.
Yeah.
And go Len.
So come on over and check out the corporate webinar. It's about just a tad past 30 minutes long, and we'll be done with that.
Okay.
And then it'll be more time. So, and don't forget, Lunch with Len on Thursday, we do have confirmed Daniel Weniger. I would love everybody to come, and please bring a friend, bring an enemy, bring your mother, father, aunts, uncles, anybody. Let's pack the house for Daniel and make him feel like he's really welcome, and he really spent his time well, spending some time with us. So Lunch with Len on Wednesday, Daniel Weniger. Okay?
Awesome.
Bye for now, everybody.
Okay, bye.